Hey YouTube, it's ICU, and today I'm going to show you guys how to jailbreak iOS 5.1.1 on the iPhone 4, iPhone 3GS, iPod Touch 4th and 3rd generation, as well as the original iPad. Unfortunately, this does not work on the iPhone 4S, the new 3rd generation iPad, or the iPad 2, and this is a tethered jailbreak, which means that every time you need to reboot your device, whether it's because it powers off or you just need to reboot it, you will have to plug it in to your computer and rerun a certain part of Red Snow to get it to boot up with full functionality again. And the reason why I'm making another tethered jailbreak video is because Red Snow was recently upgraded to include support for iOS 5.1.1, so now we don't have to point Red Snow at our old iOS 5.1 IPSW, and Red Snow is the only thing we need to download. So it's easier than it was before, and I'm simply updating this tutorial for those of you that are actually stuck on iOS 5.1.1. As of now, I do not recommend simply upgrading to 5.1.1, especially if you're on iOS 5.0.1 with an untethered jailbreak. And of course, I will have first coverage as soon as an iOS 5.1.1 untethered jailbreak is available, and there will be an annotation on this video once it's out and once my tutorial's up. So just be sure to check back and subscribe for complete coverage regarding the untethered jailbreak and its status. Alright, now to get started, I'm going to prove that my iPod Touch 4th generation here is indeed on iOS 5.1.1 by going inside of Settings, General, About, and down below at the bottom here, for the version it does say 5.1.1. Alright, now the only thing you'll need for this tutorial is just the latest version of Red Snow, and I've download links to Red Snow for both Windows and Mac down below on the post that's in the More Info. And once you have Red Snow downloaded, you can simply open it up. And then select the first option, Jailbreak, and now it's safe to plug in our iDevice via USB. And this screen just talks about DFU mode. You can actually bypass this screen ahead of time by entering DFU mode right now, and this way also gives you multiple opportunities to go ahead and try and enter DFU mode. And it's extremely easy to do with your iDevice connected. Just hold down the home and power button together for a total of 10 seconds, and once that 10 seconds is up, you can let go of the power button and continue holding the home button for roughly 10 to 15 seconds. Now it will automatically bypass this screen once you're in DFU mode, and if you don't get it right the first time, you can just keep trying. Now note that DFU mode is just a black screen like what I have here on my iPod Touch. Alright, now that it has successfully identified it, it is preparing the jailbreak data. Okay, now it has identified my iPod Touch on iOS 5.1.1, as you can see here on the top, and this is why I'm making this tutorial again, because before you actually had to point it at the iOS 5.1 IPSW, and it was an inconvenience for some users. So again, now that it's identified our iPod Touch on iOS 5.1.1, we can check the options that apply to us. All we're really concerned about is install Cydia, and the options will vary depending on which device you're trying to jailbreak. Now we are not worried about install custom bundle. That will deselect install Cydia. So just have install Cydia checked and any other options that you want depending on which device you have plugged in. And once you've done that, you can click next, and it will actually go through the process of downloading the data and jailbreaking your iDevice. And it also gives us some information regarding the tethered jailbreak up there at the top, and I'll cover that in just a second. Now also, I'm not going to cut anything out of this video, I'm just going to let it play through so you guys can see exactly how long each step takes, and this one is by far the longest, moving applications. So just be sure to wait for it, don't do anything to your iDevice, leave it alone. It will complete this step, it's just a matter of time. Alright, there we go. As you can see, now it's on to installing bundles, and this step should just fly by and your device should start to reboot. Okay, now we are back up, and I'm just going to show you guys that the first time you reboot, Cydia will have a white icon and Safari will not work. So neither of these applications will work. Cydia will just crash, which of course is what you get when you jailbreak, and that's not what we want. And again, Safari will do the same thing. It will also crash. So what we need to do is actually close out of Red Snow now if you haven't already and reopen Red Snow. Now plug your device into your computer, and we're actually going to have to boot our iDevice tethered. So this is what I was talking about. Every time you reboot your iDevice and the first time after it comes back on, you will have to boot it tethered. Alright, so now just go to Extras this time and select the top option, Just Boot. Now it will have the same screen as before, letting you know about DFU mode. And again, we can do the same thing we did last time by entering DFU mode ahead of time to bypass this screen. And again, this also gives us multiple opportunities to try and enter DFU mode if we weren't successful the first time. Now go ahead and hold down the home and power button together for a total of 10 seconds. Once that 10 seconds is up, let go of the power button and continue holding the home button for about 10 to 15 seconds until it bypasses this screen. Alright, there we go. It has bypassed that screen now, and it's exploiting the iPod Touch with LimeRain. Alright, here we go. It's just going to boot back up now. Okay, now the iPod Touch is back up, and as you can see, Cydia does have its proper icon, and Safari does work. So Safari does not instantly crash anymore, and Cydia will open up as well. Alright, so I'm just going to let Cydia load, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom for more proof that I am on iOS 5.1.1, and obviously I'm jailbroken because I have Cydia. So as you can see, down below at the bottom of Cydia, it says iPod Touch 4G or 4th generation iPod Touch on iOS 5.1.1 with Cydia 1.1.6. And also remember that you have to boot tethered every time you reboot your iDevice. So again, if this video helped you guys and if it helped you jailbreak, please be sure to rate it up. Leave any comments or questions down below in the comment section, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to be notified every time I release new videos. And until next time, this is ICU signing out.